It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
4 down. Mike 9. Bang out. You are X. Go, baby. Return up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Check 50. Slam.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to get him for a loss of about 3.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they... Call it. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Jackson from the shotgun. This is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, these 2 teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dietrich Wise able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. All 52.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Blue there, 45's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, check mic 45. Check mic. Alert. Ready? 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. No. Off. Bang.
They'll try the left side. Burke. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and pound the rock.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Watch the pass.
Now a give right side. It's Burke, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Kill.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
You ready to a brick wall, baby? You ready to a brick wall, baby?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
I got him. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Second and 11.
Hey, check Mike, 6, Mike.
Now Bowden.
Being chased out left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's not going to get me. Mike 6. Mike 6. I got him.
Now Allen. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second down and 8.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Sit up.
From the gun, Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So the failure to connect on second leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these cry all the way back home. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Check. Motion. Mike 9.
Jackson now. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson. And right side, Henry's got it. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, shit. Mike's 54.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Finish it on. 54. Check. Watch 54. 180. Finish it. I got it. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Hey, I'm coming after you. Watch that. 180. Finish it. Right there. 54. Right there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, check Mike. Regular. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There's some trust in there. There's also some hope.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burke, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hang with us. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 49, check 49, check 49. Slam, slam, slam. Jimmy, Jimmy, Jim, Jim. Check, check. Check, check. Check 4, check 4.
Throwing now is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, check round 80. Stop. For this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Allen will try to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Out to his left. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Under crunch. Under crunch. Under crunch. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll try the left side. Burke. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Check. Lucky.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Hey, watch that. Check. Mike, 54.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Mike 9. No, we changed it. I'm coming. Mike 9. Bang
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, check.
Eckler, they run left side. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Once more, here's Eckler.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
45, 45. Mike, 56, 56. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 45. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
To the air, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Even. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Watch the run. Alert flare.
From the 44, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there for the Patriots.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Going on 2nd and 3. Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tackles. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here it comes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check three.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Who that? Mike's 22. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Half 10.
Throwing is Allen. Oh, he stays up. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burke. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! No, we changed it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Patriots, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.